Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. In this video, we'll discuss the subject Secretarial Practice for Standard 12 and also today we'll learn a new topic in the chapter Deposits. Deposits. Students, as you all are familiar with this term that is deposit. Its meaning and definition, that is of public deposit, it was discussed in the chapter number 2. Accepting deposit from the public or from its member is one of the sources of raising funds in the business, in the company. So students, before proceeding in depth, let us quickly recap what is deposit and which companies can collect deposits from its member and from the public. Deposit is said to be a borrowed capital received by the company from an investor, that is public, on certain terms and conditions about repayment of principal amount with the interest. Yes students, deposit is a short-term finance to raise the funds in the business. It is the debt for the company. The person who is giving deposit is said to be the creditor of the company. He becomes the creditor of the company. Students, only a public company can accept deposits from the public. But collecting deposits from the members, then not only public company but also private company can collect money from its member as a deposit. So proceeding ahead with the new topic in this chapter is terms and conditions. Students, terms and conditions, it means rules and regulations. The rules and regulations which is made by the Companies Act for accepting deposit by the companies. So, the company has to follow the rules and regulations for accepting deposit from member or from the public. So, the very first terms and condition is amount of deposit. Amount here it means money which they are going to collect from the member or from the public as a deposit. The very first company, that is private company. A private company can accept deposit from the members and from the directors. They have no rights to collect the money as a deposit from the public. Yes students, private company can accept deposits from its members or from their directors. And while collecting the money as a deposit from them, that is from the members or from the directors, they can collect up to 100% of paid up capital plus free reserve. That is, they can not collect more than 100% of the company's net worth. The money has a deposit which they are going to accept from their members and from the directors. That amount should not exceed the 100% of the company's net worth. Second, public company other than eligible company. This type of company can collect the money as a deposit from their members. They are not eligible to collect the money as a deposit from the public. And they can collect the money as a deposit up to 25% of the paid up capital and free reserve. That is, not more than 25% of the net worth of the company. Third, eligible public company. This type of company can borrow the money as a deposit from their members, and also they can collect the money as a deposit from the public. But while accepting the deposit from the members, they can collect up to 10% of the paid up capital plus free reserve. That is not more than 10% of the net worth they can collect. And while accepting the deposit from public, up to 25% of the paid up capital and free reserve they can collect the money. It means not more than 25% of net worth of the company they can collect the deposit. Next is government company. Government company, they can collect deposit from the public, and the amount should not exceed the 35% of the company's net worth. So student, this point here, it means every company has to accept deposit, can accept the deposit from the member or from the public. But the amount, the money which they are going to receive from the members or from the public has a deposit. So according to the percentage laid down by the Companies Act, they have to accept the deposit. Next terms and condition is tenure of deposit. Student, your tenure means period, time. This point means the maturity period of deposit, of accepting the deposit, can company do for the minimum 6 months, and max to max they can accept deposit, they can keep that money as a deposit with them for the 36 months, that is for 3 years. हाँ स्टूडेंट्स, एक कंपनी डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है मिनिमम 6 महीने के लिए, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है वो है 3 साल के लिए, इससे कम नहीं और इससे ज़्यादा नहीं. Next point is no demand deposit. Here it means demand on request. So this point means company cannot accept or they can't renew deposit which is repayable on demand. Here company cannot accept the deposit which they are going to repay on the request of the depositor. Depositor is said to be that person who is depositing his money in the company. Next is secured and unsecured deposit. Secured means safe, unsecured which is not safe. Students, if a company offers secured deposit, this type of deposit, so on such, that is on secured deposit, it has to create a charge on the company's tangible asset within the 30 days of accepting of the deposit. But if the company is issuing unsecured deposit, so on such deposit they do not have any security, that is they do not carry any charge on the company's assets. Next terms and condition is application form. Students, a person who is interested to deposit his money in the company has to fill application form, where he has to give in writing, means he has to declare that the deposit amount he is making in the company is not made out of any money borrowed by him from another person. यहाँ ये पॉइंट का मतलब है कि जो पर्सन कंपनी में डिपॉजिट कर रहा है पैसा, उससे एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म के साथ ये लिखकर डिक्लेयर करके देना होगा कि जो पैसा वो डिपॉजिट कर रहा है वो किसी से उसने बोरो नहीं किया है वो पैसा. नेक्स्ट इज जॉइंट नेम्स. जॉइंट मीन्स टुगेदर. The depositor can deposit money in the joint names, but there should not be more than 3 names. Next is nomination. Nomination here means nominee person. Depositor has right to keep nominee person on the money. On the money here means the deposit what he has kept in the company. Circular and advertisement. Students, if a company invites deposit from its member, so they have to issue circular. Then only after that they can accept the deposit from them. But if it invites deposit from the public, they has to issue advertisement. And this too, that is circular and advertisement, should contain the information such as company's financial position, detail of the scheme which is related to the company's deposit, credit rating that company has obtained from the credit rating agency, and the amount which is still due, which is unpaid on the deposit. Also student, the company has to submit this copy, that is of the circular and advertisement, to the registrar of company, and that copy should be signed by the all directors. Only after the 30 days of filing a copy with the registrar of company, company can invite the deposit. For inviting the public deposit, कंपनी को एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर और एक रीजनल न्यूज़पेपर में देना होता है जब कभी भी वो पब्लिक से डिपॉजिट इनवाइट कर रहे, एक्सेप्ट कर रहे. इट मीन्स इफ कंपनी सिचुएटेड इन गुजरात, तो एक इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर में वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट देंगे और एक रीजनल, दैट इज़ वहाँ का लोकल गुजराती न्यूज़पेपर में वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट देंगे. And this circular and advertisement is valid for 6 months. 6 महीने के लिए ये circular और advertisement valid होता है. Next is appointment of deposit trustees. Deposit trustees ये वो होते हैं जो डिपॉजिटर के इंटरेस्ट, दैट इज हक के लिए लड़ते हैं. मीन्स टू प्रोटेक्ट, दैट इज प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं इन केस कंपनी डिफॉल्ट इन रीपेइंग द मनी ऑफ द डिपॉजिटर. एंड दैट ट्रस्ट deed, that is said to be the agreement which is signed between the company and this trustees, has to be signed at least 7 days before issuing the circular or advertisement. Next is create charge on asset. If the company is accepting secured deposit from the public within 30 days from accepting this, that is secured deposit from public, it has to be create a charge on the company's tangible asset, and that amount should not be less than deposit amount accepted. Deposit insurance. Students, before issuing circular or advertisement for inviting deposit, accepting deposit from its member or from the public, before 30 days of that, the company needs to take deposit insurance. Next, obtain credit rating. According to the company's net worth and company's financial position, the credit rating agency rates the company, and that rating which they have got from the credit rating agency, that rating they have to mention in the circular and in the advertisement which they are going to issue to their members and to the public. Next is open deposit repayment reserve account. This account is used to repay the deposit. Student, as you all know, the deposit maturity period is minimum of 6 months and maximum is for 36 months, that is for 3 years. So whenever company is repaying the deposit amount from this account, they have to repay the deposit money. This account is used only for repaying deposit. The company has to open account in the scheduled bank to repay the deposit amount, and in the scheduled bank they have to open the account in the name of deposit repayment reserve account. Next is deposit receipt. Company has to issue deposit receipt that contains name and address of depositor. Also the amount of deposit, and on that how company which is paying interest, the rate of that interest and the maturity period should be mentioned. It should be issued to the depositor within 21 days from the date of accepting deposit from that person. Register of deposit. This point means the details of deposit and the company's depositor should be entered in the register of deposit within 7 days from the date of issue of deposit receipt. Next is return of deposit. A company has to file on or before 30th June every year with the register of company a return of deposit. Interest. Students, as you all know, it is a return on investment for the depositor. The maximum rate of interest on the deposit, it is depend upon the guidelines given by the Reserve Bank of India from time to time. If a company unable to pay that deposit on matured period and it is claimed, so they will be liable for penal interest, that is penalty fine of 18% for overdue period. Right to alter terms and condition. Student, terms and condition, as you all know, rules and regulations. Alter means change, which can be modified. Hence, this point means once the circular or advertisement is issued to the member and to the public and deposit is accepted by the company, then the company cannot change or modify the terms and conditions of the deposit which they have laid down, which they have made in the circular and in the advertisement while accepting the deposit from the members and public. Next, second last terms and condition is disclosure in financial statement. Disclosure, it means to disclose. If any company is accepting the deposit, receiving the money as a deposit from their directors, then in the financial statement, the money which is received from the directors should be disclosed, should be mentioned by the company. Last terms and condition is punishment. If any officer of the company default for contravention, here it means if they are going against the law, they are not following the rules and regulations which is laid down by the Companies Act, the provision of the act, then that officer is punishable for that fraud. So student, the company has to follow the prescribed procedure for accepting deposit from the public or from its member. I hope you all have understood.